Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you a game review. This time we're checking out Cube Raiders, a new dice puzzle game from Jandusoft as a publisher and developed by Void Games, and releases today on October 30th, 2020. We don't quite have a price yet for the game, but we will put a link down in the description to the Xbox store, so you can pick the game up for yourself. What is this game? This is a game where you and up to one friend locally through co-op can try to solve dice puzzles using your electromagneto gloves. We'll showcase a little bit of each of the game modes off here. You'll have 60 levels in the Backpacker series, 26 in Scout, and 14 in the Cube Raider series. And all these levels are actually relatively simple. You start out fairly basic with trying to just learn your controls for the game, and as you progress through the game, you'll get more and more difficult and intricate levels. You are set with a set amount of moves, and you have to try to complete your dice puzzles in those amount of moves. And the way you do that is you can either stand on top of the dice and roll them, or you can be on the side pushing the dice forward. Your goal is you have to complete each puzzle in a certain amount of moves. So as you saw, that was an example showing how you slide the dice by pushing them, and then you can stand on top and roll on the dice to try to roll them in position. There's generally only one real way to solve each one of these puzzles, so you'll have to figure out whatever that solution is. There might be some guides that show up on the internet later on. Who knows? Maybe we'll make some guides of our own. We'll see if you guys have enough interest in that. But you basically have to just try to do your best to navigate the dice around the level without failing, and if you do fail, you can always restart, and if you do get stuck at any point, what is nice is you can slide the dice around and really try to move. But the game just kind of sets you up in a pseudo system of trying to maneuver dice and navigate your way around in your limited space. Now, if you don't feel like doing this game by yourself, that's where the co-op mode of this game actually comes into play, through cooperative play, where you can play through levels as well locally with you and a friend. The way that works is you can progress cooperatively to try to complete puzzles and move around. You'll have to slide and navigate the dice into position, and then once you navigate them into position, you'll be able to complete the levels and progress. And you can also fail with your friends. As you do move the dice around, you will notice that it can be a little bit frustrating, as there could be different encounters such as wood planks that fall out from below you and other things like that. And you'll have to use a combination of pushing and pulling the blocks to set them up into position. Now, beyond just this co-op mode, there is a whole nother mode where you can duel your friends. Locally, of course, it would be kind of cool to have this game have a co-op online functionality, but it is what it is in the end. So the way this works is you have X amount of time to try to complete as many possible combinations as you can. And you try to complete and set the dice up before they beat you. In this mode, you have to set combinations of the dice equal to the numbers that appear on the dice. So you're kind of working against each other, but also almost helping each other in a way as you try to pseudo be the one to complete the combination before your opponent. So here right now we're both trying to get sixes combined, and whoever clicks in that final six of the dice to complete the puzzle is going to score points. And this mode basically is, you know, a race to set the connections and puzzles, but also pseudo screw your friends up at the same time, if you want to be that way. So it looks like there was 6 that were just completed, and because I was standing on the last dice that was formed, I actually got the points, even though you can see that... Oh, actually, no. My partner got the points. I forgot we're actually playing reverse this time. So in that certain time frame, it's just trying to complete as many out as you can. You can also be cheeky and score a nice single dice point if you feel really desperate and behind. But, you know, who just doesn't want to steal dice from your friends and make them race and chase you around? But yeah, that's a little bit of the duel mode. You can adjust the settings, increase the difficulty, change times as well. And then we will show you off one remaining mode, which is the Sunless Mode. This is basically just try to build as much as you can while dice keep forming until you fail. And going throughout there. As you progress, that'll get constantly more and more difficult, and you just try to get as much points as you can in that time frame. We'll load up here into the Sunless Mode here, and we'll just kind of show off a little bit of this. But overall, this game is actually, it's fun. I think it would be a lot more fun if you could play online with friends, especially with people aren't really easily being able to socially gather right now with
Yeah.
COVID and everything going on in the world. But outside of that, it is a fun little puzzle game that's a little unique with dice.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we've seen too many dice puzzle games show out in the Xbox store as of late. As far as achievements in this game,
Yeah.
there's a full 1,000 gamer score. This will not be an easy completion, keep that in mind, as you have to get through all the puzzles, which a lot of them get very, very difficult.
Yeah.
So without a guide, it's probably going to be very challenging, as well as having to couch co-op all the puzzles, so it gets even more challenging there
Yeah.
when you might even have to control 2 controllers on your own, fighting time constraints. So if you're looking to get an achievement game out there, you can get a couple hundred gamer score fairly easily, but this isn't going to be your pseudo easiest completion in the world. But yeah, if you guys want to check out Cube Runners, it's available now in the Xbox store. Like I said, we'll have a link down in the description. As far as a rating for what this game is, I would probably give this game about a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's very repetitive, and yeah, I get puzzle games are for the most part very repetitive, but
Yeah.
even by my standards, repetitiveness can only last so long. But yeah, aside from that, if you guys enjoyed the review, let us know down in the comments below. If you have any
Yeah.
questions about the game, we'll be happy to answer them. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day. If you haven't already, subscribed to the channel, and we will see you guys next time. You have a great one.